Good morning, everyone. It is August 4th, and this is day 51 here in Malaysia. It's 5:30. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm just rolling out of the bed. There's a little bit of a thunderstorm in the background, so I checked the weather. It looks like by 9 o'clock I might get some showers. So I'm gonna try and pack everything up real quick before it gets wet. And yeah, even though I got my rain shelter up and everything, I think I'll just go ahead and pack up while everything's still dry and get it in bags. And yeah, it's a good morning. It's time to start the morning. Alright, guys, let's hit the road. And this is the beautiful spot last night that I stayed. That looks bad. That must be the storm that was saying to be moving in. I'm looking in the wrong direction. It was sneaking up behind me. I'm looking off this direction for the storm because that's where the lightning is and stuff. I did not check out that coming up behind me. That is low and that is dark and that is going to hit me at any minute. Okay, well, luckily there's this thing here, and I can pull up a squat, and I don't really want to pull up into that thing. Here, let me get it behind me. That thing right over there looks really menacing. Yeah, I'm not sure how good that comes, but yeah, that's nasty. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have some caffeine. I brought a few stingers and a monster out here. So yeah, this is the area. They had the restaurants right here last night and stuff. The listed campground is actually down that way, and as you see, I ended up going the opposite way that way and finding a good spot. But past the restaurants is just kind of dead ends. I mean, maybe not if you're on foot, but it dead ends when you're carrying a lot of cargo, like I'm kind of carrying a lot of cargo. I think it's getting to the point where I need to do some shaving back. But it's nice to have the panniers because now I can carry food and stuff like that, and I can think a little more long term. All my food was being tied off to my handlebars, so essentially I'm still carrying the same amount. It's just more organized now. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sit back and have a cold one, a caffeinated beverage. I don't trust that. A few of them were a little bit shaky back there. Well, I went ahead and tested it anyway. It looked new enough construction. Yeah, you can see the bamboo scaffolding, fishing scaffolding. And down here you can see the buckets. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to attempt that. Just because one of them was a little wobbly, but I was like, if I fall, it's only a little ways down onto the sharp rocks. So, yeah. I didn't want to have my camera in hand while it happened. And this is like dried onions and peas and yeah, and some dried noodles and stuff, fried noodles and stuff. I throw it in on top. That's all it is, and then cold soak it for about 15-20 minutes since it's just noodles. Garlic's not going to get soft, and those small little red onions, they're not going to get really much softer. They get a little softer, but not much. And yeah, about 15-20 minutes, it's done. That's breakfast. And there you go, and all its goodness, shallots, garlic, some the dried out peas rehydrated, along with a few I don't know, just a mixture of a few things. And that's breakfast for you guys. Yeah, like I said, cold cooking is not bad at all. It's something that people did on like the through hikers that wanted to get like not carry a lot of gear on them through like the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, the Continental Divide. Those are three major ones. And it was just a way of not carrying around cooking gear. It's to go super lightweight on your luggage. And it's not bad. I do it because if I want something hot to eat, I can just go to any of the restaurants. Now if you're going long distance, long time without between spots, between restaurants and stuff, you might want to carry a cooking set. Like if you're going to be out in the wilderness for a while, because there's something soothing and relaxing and just feels good about eating a nice hot cooked food. And that's the biggest complaint about the people that do cold soaking on the long trails, is when they go into a camp and there's other people camped next to them and they can smell the food cooking and stuff like that. And yeah, it can be a hardship, but yeah, mostly it's the top ramen gets cooked. Any of the softer vegetables like spinach works really good. It softens up really nice. Oats are good for, in the morning. Just throw some oats in there, some water, throw it in your backpack. Start walking for about 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on how cooked you want them. The longer they soak, the softer it gets. So anyway, that's my cooking set, because it only requires this. So, all right, guys. Plus, you can always build a fire pit in the ground. All right, bye. Well, I stopped for some fried bananas. I did a trick that Doug said. He says, when you don't know, just tell him how much you want. I said 10 ringgit, and look how much I got. Well, it's a little of everything. It's fried bananas, it's those fried potatoes, and some fried bread. So yeah, I mean, that's a lot. And I was like, 10 ringgit, and it was like, oh, yeah. So that's crazy. That's gonna last me all day. Well, as I stop here to eat some of my delicious fried food here, fried bananas and bread and stuff like that. These are the bananas, which are awesome. That's what I was craving. But he also had like almost like a French toast. So it's like a fried bread. He gave me a bunch of stuff to actually put on it. One hot, one sweet. It's got something on the inside. It's bread folded over. Tastes like maybe like a curry chicken on the inside. Yeah, that's really good. Man, I can't believe I got all this. I mean, he loaded me down. These are all the bananas, right? These are the meat-filled ones. A bag of this, and that's why I was like looking at them weird. It was like I said 10 ringgit, and yeah, these are the fried potatoes. These are the ones I really like. Actually, I don't know what that one is. But anyway, yeah, I'm actually about 5.7 kilometers from Batu Pahat. It's only like 1:45 right now, so I'll probably continue right past that and keep going southbound until basically sunset. I want to see how many kilometers I can kill before before the evening, and I'll just figure out somewhere to actually camp along the way. But right now I'm refueling myself for 2 ringgit each. I got some coconut, or not coconut, but sugarcane juice too. So it's time to refresh, kick back for a minute, refuel, and hit the road again. All right, guys. Well, it looks like these pedals finally went out. I knew the bearings were busting, but now it's now it's coming all the way through the plastic. They are cheap plastic, but so I'm still hearing actually Pahat or whatever, however you say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a bicycle shop, get those replaced. Hopefully they got some metal ones and not just more plastic cheap ones. But for cheap plastic ones, those lasted a while. So either way, I just need to replace them, whatever's cheapest. And luckily I'm still here in the city, so I can get it done. All right, that's the task for right now. It's 3:20, so it's not too late. Luckily I found a spot that was right down the street from here, and they had cheap pedals for 20 ringgit. I got some metal ones actually. He's throwing them on right now. So luckily I didn't have to go that far for it. And yeah, it's just a general overall bicycle, scooters. Yeah, 20 ringgits. Good enough price. And then I'll be hitting the road again. Like I said, it was only like 200 yards. and luckily they had it right off the bat. So, score. Change of plans. So change of plans here. He talked me into actually changing these bearings out. Which I already knew were going bad anyway, because I could feel them kind of grinding. So for 50 ringgit, they'll take them out, press in some new ones. So yeah, 50 ringgit's a good deal. I'd rather not them. Like I said, I could kind of feel them grinding, and when you start feeling that grinding, you know the bearings are pretty well. The bearings are actually, after there's a little cage that usually holds in the bearings. Once that cage breaks, they still roll and everything. It's just you'll start to feel like a grinding action. I know this from like skateboarding, and we have bearings in our wheels all the time, and so I think that's the point I'm at with the bearings. But like I said, they still function. It's just there's that grinding there, the extra effort that's being put in. So, and when they do actually finally blow, I'm not going anywhere. So I figure I'll go ahead for 50 ringgit, take advantage of the fact that at least it'll give me the extra kilometers I need. These are the people I kind of meet here. The
Welcome
Malaysian
to Malaysia.
people.
I hope you enjoy your days in Malaysia.
And, yeah,
okay.
Hi, brother. Yeah,
So yeah, put it on that.
Well, it's 5:45 and we made it to the shoreline here. I'm going to follow the shoreline down and just look for spots to camp along the way. Somewhere to set up my tent or my hammock. I'm down here at the fishing hole. Hello, how you? Also, I've got to check the weather. Make sure I don't run into something nasty. Hello. Hey. Hello. So I found a recreational park called the Singarang Recreational Park in Kampung Bahru I. It's so far in the evening right now that I don't have much choice. The beach was a no-go. The beach was a no-go because of the big ditch that was behind me. So it was like I would have had to been right up at the waterfront, and I learned my lesson last time about being the wind coming up off the ocean there. So I decided against doing that. There was no way to get back past the shore, so I decided with the little bit of light I had left, I'd book it and maybe find somewhere. And this is the only thing I stumbled across, and it's starting to sprinkle. But that little section right there is tucked back a little from the rest of the park. I don't know what this is right here. That actually looks like someone's living quarters. Sorry. That looks like someone's living quarters, and I would be actually really close to them. But this is a park section. It's kind of weird to be that close, like, I don't know, to have your house that close to the park, but I guess it could happen. So anyway, yeah, it looks like city camping today. I don't really have much of a choice. So after it starts going dark, I'll just go ahead and draw up my hammock and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the best option right now. The overhang on it is in decent shape. I mean, there's no bullet holes through all of it, but there's a few loose shingles and stuff coming up. And like I said, my only concern is that house right there. And there's a lumber yard right here too, but I'm not worried about the lumber yard. It's on the other side of the there's like a ditch right here under all the grass. So yeah, it's just whatever that building is has people in it. Yeah. So the roof, a few missing shingles, like you can see right there, but it has metal poles that are a good distance apart. So go crosswise here to there, and I am tucked back enough, and hopefully everything's all right tonight. You know, that what's the rules? It's no cops, no weirdos, and no centipedes. that's the 3 rules. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna get to. I guess I'm gonna have to get to editing. I still haven't put up yesterday's video. It's downloaded. I just didn't want to spend the time doing the thumbnail and all that stuff. so I decided just to put it off. So I'll go ahead and flip that on. I uploaded it last night, so that's good. It's ready to roll. Yeah, I edited it and uploaded it. I just didn't get around to making the thumbnail for it. So, hi guys. Yeah, I'll film it a little after everything's set up, but I'm gonna wait till it goes a little bit darker. Well, they had a bathroom on the other side of the river here. So I went up in and rinsed up with the butt washer. the hose for washing your backside. So yeah, I think Bayou Tom said he had to do that before in a cheap hotel, and I was like, yeah, why not? So I had to get the sweat off me somehow. So yeah, so I'm cleaned up. I rinsed out my shirt. Now I'm heading back to where I'm going to camp. Hey, brother. And luckily it's dark, so, and I think that little house right there is like a preschool or something, a daycare or something. That's the only thing I can make sense of. But hello. Pull your finger. Ah, ringgit. Ringgit? For what? Ringgit. What do you need, ringgit?